Alright, so on this one, I'm playing on my Orc Warrior. We decided to do some 3v3 arena. We're running Arms Warrior, Demon Hunter, and a Resto Shaman. I like this comp because literally all you do is you roll in and you just cleave everything, meaning you're attacking more than one target at once. Pop sweeping strikes, and then Mortal Strike and Warbreaker and all the other cool stuff. And then the Demon Hunter just does Demon Hunter stuff and Blade Dance and Eye Beam. And with the Shaman, it works out well because with Wind Shear and Hex, so pretty much the goal of this comp, aside from constant pressure, we can have the Shaman purge, which means remove like the heals over time or any immunities like that bop right there. And we can also have him Hex, which is pretty much the equivalency of a sheep if you're a mage. So our kill goal here for the enemy is to just go ahead and kill one of the targets while they're in a stun, or if we have someone like in a hex, or that's really the goal there, because we got clone also with the Demon Hunter. But here we're just cleaving stuff down really right now. As you can see, I'm getting stunned, getting rooted, but the Shaman's there. He's staying in ghost form. He's healing, he's purging, he's hexing. We're stunning, taking turns on stuns. We're not doing Discord or anything like that. It's completely random from looking for group. And we did pretty good. We got 10 wins in a row, which is the hot streak achievement, if you guys aren't familiar with that. So, I mean, that's a small thing, but for having looking for group, I think it's a pretty big deal. So, I told him I'd record the games and upload it later. So here it is. Rogue's dead, and there it is. There's a hot streak achievement. There's even one you can get further than that. I think it's for a higher rating though. And then I know they had like a flawless victor title, but I think that was like back in Wrath of the Lich King. To be honest, I didn't even get it back then, so I don't remember too much about it. But a lot of these games, it's gonna be me blade storming, Demon Hunter, Eye Beam, Blade Dance. They threw their spite trinket there, and I do have like a somewhat decent amount of corruption, not too much, but I'll be good though. Shaman's pretty good at keeping us up. He can line, drops his earthern when he's supposed to. I stunned him there. I got rooted, got disarmed. I think I set the disarm. I could trinket it, but I mean, it's a melee cleave in threes. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. This one, the Resto Shaman, he just dropped his earthen wall, so you just want to. It's kind of hard to see, but just stay inside of it for the duration. Helps the Shaman out a lot with his healing. And there we go. We got a kill. And Warrior's gonna die too. Not me, other Warrior. And this one, the other guy, I guess he got stuck on the loading screen or lagged out. Every now and then that happens. So this is a 3v2. It's pretty much an easy win there. But these guys are still trying. Sometimes people leave. Sometimes people like these guys, they stick around just to be annoying, really. Nothing else. And I don't know. Obviously, we win, but here just cleaving. Everyone's just smashing buttons. The hardest job, I think, is probably the Shaman. And then obviously we can't die, so I'll pop defensive stance if I have to. Not in this one, but other matches. Got the stun on them. And we win. There we go. Same map again. Looks like the same team, but it's not. This time it's a Frost Death Knight, Holy Priest, Enhancement Shaman. I think we go for the Frost DK here. Frost DK has a lot of RNG, meaning computer generated luck. So we just go after him. Holy Priest is being Holy Priest. You can top him with like one heal. So you see, we're just doing constant damage. Enhancement Shaman. I mean, he has a decent amount of gear, but Only if they're really geared can they really be a threat. So for now, just cleaving again, making sure we're killing tentacles, stunning, fearing, maledict, Death Knight's dead, priest is still healing. Don't know for what, but he's still healing. And got him in a stun. Just win here. Blade Storm. A lot of spinning around. Mortal Strike. Overpower. Rend. Crushing Assault. Shield Slam. I used my Berserker Rage there to get out of the fear. And here we go again. All these little beams that are shooting down, it's our corruption. So they're called Twilight Devastation. It just does like a percentage of your health. It can range anywhere from either 6%, 12%, or 18%. I have the 6% one. I get lucky on a corruption. This one, we're going up against a Destruction Warlock, Discipline Priest, and Arms Warrior. You just want to focus on the Warlock, really. Just focus the Warlock, train CC, Priest whenever you can. But don't worry about fears, just kick all his Chaos Bolts, interrupt his Chaos Bolts, and pretty much a win. We'll eventually win. I got healing reduction from my Mortal Strike, and Demon Hunter does enough damage. So it's just a matter of getting the Warlock low. We have our cooldowns, and then we'll kill all the healers in a stun or a hex. Whenever you play with a shaman, you're always gonna win in a hex, really, or if you have a stun too. But usually for a shaman, you want a shaman on your group. For range kicks, I don't have a range kick. Demon Hunter has like a 10-yard range kick, but the shaman, he can kick from way further away. I don't know exactly how many yards, but it's further than both of us. And he has his hex, so you always win in a hex. And we win here. We won in a stun. The Demon Hunter stun. That's it. And this one's a bit annoying. Elemental Shaman, Warlock, Holy Priest. In theory, they should have won here, but the Holy Priest didn't really know how to play that well. Again, focusing the Warlock. If the Holy Priest was smart, he would drop his Consecrate for his entire team, but he drops it there. It's only for himself. If he had it for everyone else, couldn't kick him, we'd have to stun, but the Demon Hunter has like an AoE stun. I got a stun, I got a fear, but it's just like poor play, I think. And here comes the Holy Priest with his greater heals. He's just topping him easily. We can't do any CC on him because he has his Holy Ward on right now. He can get purged off, but Shaman's just like keeping us up for now. Getting rooted. I Storm Bolted. His Chaos Bolt has no trinket. Priest I feared him. Priest trinketed there. Chaos Bolt's being casted. I reflected the Chaos Bolt. I ate that Chaos Bolt. I kick him? Yeah. Blade Storming again. The Warlock, how he doesn't take damage. This guy, he's not running Demon Armor, but his Soul Leech is just a shield absorption. And if he has the Azurite trait for his Soul Leech, then every time he fears, it refills his Soul Leech. So it gets it a little bit faster. It's just cleaving, honestly. It's like the whole game plan. There's no real game plan. Really, the game plan is do damage, try and stack them, and someone's eventually going to get low. And whenever we get the right chance, stun or hex the healer, and we can finish the guy off. Again, going Warlock, preventing his Chaos Bolts, lining him, and eventually win. Blade Storming again. I can't get feared when I'm Blade Storm. I can't be CC'd. So I'm full immune. And I have the Azurite trait for Blade Storm. It increases my movement speed and my strength whenever I Blade Storm. Warlock's dead, and Priest is still trying here, but he's not going to win. He's just not, no way. But we just finish him here. He can still heal in his Holy Ward thing. So any damage we do, it's just gonna get healed right away. He drops his Consecrate thing, but Shaman's bad. He just kites around it. He doesn't stay in it. Why? I don't know. And we win. Ret Pally, Mistweaver, Unholy. This one's a bit annoying. Just because the Mistweaver can run around. Here he popped his Trinket, which is good. And we're just doing damage. We're stunning him. Death Knight already has Cocoon. I have to stay in defensive stance here. I have damage reduction, but I also have damage taken reduced for staying in defensive stance. Retribution Paladin has his wings. Death Knight's disarmed. He has Mortal Strike on him. We got a Maledict, Icebound. We can't stun him, and he has Adaptation, so it's just easy. Just pop it real quick. We have to stay in the Spirit Link. If not, we're gonna die. Blade Storming again. Double Twilight Devastation. Lake Swept. I Trinketed. Main thing with Warrior, I think, if you have all your stuff up, just Trinket. I mean, the whole point of Warrior is to be in someone's face and to be doing consistent damage and maintaining your healing reduction. So, if you can, just Trinket, especially if you're having consistent damage. Here we are again, we're pushing on the Monk. The Monk has pretty bad mana efficiency, so we don't really think about taking him but I'm pretty sure that's what eventually happens. And again, just cleaving. It looks like a huge cluster, but as long as you have an idea of what's going on. Death Knight popped his the Demon Hunter procced his tentacles again. Death Knight's proccing all his pets and Abomination. But again, doing damage. That's all you really can do. And then just don't line of sight your healer. Healer's behind the pillar right now, but he's just staying there to avoid everyone else. He's staying at a good amount of distance, not too much. I almost die there. I'm trying to chase after the Monk, but I mean, not much luck there. Paladin still has Bubble. He used one bop. Don't know if he has a second one. There's the kick. I guess he's trying to kick the Shaman, the Paladin. Mistweaver Monk took his portal, but he also takes increased damage, I think by like 10% after he comes out of the portal. He's going He has his Maledict on him, and we're just doing damage. And I also have the healing reduction. I think we kill the Monk first, or we kill the Death Knight first. We kill one of them. We get low. We have him in a Hex. Hex is broken. Unholy Frenzy on the Death Knight. Double Freedom from the Paladin, because he has Glyph for it. Or not Glyph, Talent. Yeah, close. Shaman does a pretty good job about keeping us up. Paladin bubbled, which means we can get a kill on the Paladin probably now. If we don't get one on the Monk or Death Knight first. Again, constant pressure, Mortal Strike, Warbreaker, Mortal Strike, Shield Slam, or not Shield Slam, Slam with your Crushing Assault proc. And just constant damage. There's some shield. Get the Monk here. Or Death Knight. He's dead. And Monk's gonna die soon by the Paladin too. Just a matter of time. I don't know what he's doing. Sitting there, he's doing damage. We win. Going as a Warlock. Again, always go Warlock. Popped his Spirit Link, the other Shaman. And Monk is just there on us, but we have to stay on the Warlock so he doesn't do any Chaos Bolts. The Monk is pretty easy to cancel the damage, really, like mitigate it, preventing it. One thing we really can't prevent is a Warlock just free casting. We can't let that happen. I mean, he's getting his immolates, so he's generating soul shards too whenever he has an immolate up on someone. And he got a Cataclysm off, so he has an immolate on all of us. So, and he might also have the Flashpoint, which increases his haste. He's free casting his Chaos Bolts. I reflect 1, but all it does is take rid of his Soul Leech shield. So the rest of his free damage after that, we stun him. Monk has Karma up, so we don't want to attack him. Shaman's just free casting, but he's going Our Shaman's doing better on mana. He's doing way more damage. If the Warlock was free casting, he'd be doing a lot more. But that isn't the case here. So I was letting him get his immolates, incinerates, but we want to save our kicks and stuns for the Chaos Bolts and my reflect. I reflect up 2. Reflected 1. I don't know, I think I reflect like 3 or 4 bolts here. Chaos Bolts. Warlock's not watching really. Or he doesn't have an add-on, who knows. And Monk's gonna die too. We win. We got Lake Sweep though. From the Monk. Lake Sweep is just an AoE stun. Double Paladin, Warlock. Holy Paladin pop Bop. That's something, in my opinion, you shouldn't do first. But what do I know? I just play Warrior and press buttons. So, his wings now, so any damage we do, it's pretty much just gets cancelled out because the Paladin has wings and he just top everyone up right away with 1 Holy Shock. There he goes, this fast cast Holy Lights. Retribution Paladin popped his Battle Master, so it's going to fall soon. What that does increases your health by a lot, temporarily. We can't kick the Warlock right now, so he's free casting, but he has no trinket. But everyone else has some type of way to get out of CC. Red Paladin's playing Adaptation, I don't know why. It is what it is. Getting stunned from Shadow Fury, getting Chaos Bolt. Interrupted 1. Got 1 off. Chaos Bolts don't hurt that much if they don't have any procs or cooldowns, meaning like a trinket or Dark Soul or whatever, mastery procs from gear. But they only hit for about 60k. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but Chaos Bolt getting for like 300k. I've hit some for like 300k on my Warlock, so it's okay to take 1, 2, maybe 3. Hand of Sacrifice is up, so any damage you do to the Warlock gets redirected to the Paladin. And Warlock doesn't take damage. Got rooted, not much I can do there. He's using his Conflagrate to root me. I Berserker Raged his Fear. Just putting damage out again. Paladin's over there. And the other Paladin's here. Got a stun. Almost die. I got an AoE Fear. We got all their trinkets and whatnot. So pretty much now we have to get a kill. We can get one with a Hex. Paladin also bubbled. So he has no bubble, no bop. And we're just dancing around here now. Just get a kill on the Warlock. Probably get like a Hex or something on the Paladin. But we don't even need to. Warlock's dead. And we win. Well, in a bit we will. Because they're still trying. I mean, I suppose they can win, but whatever, who knows? I don't understand. There's Battle Master up again. Holy Paladin stunned. Damage. Damage and more damage. AoE stun. Holy Paladin pops wings. He's casting Holy Light. He's gonna die. He's dead. And the Ret Paladin is just there